هو مجدي فعلا، والفوائد الناتجة عنه بتسوى انه المشروع يطبق. في عليها يعني في دراسة حالة كانت أساس فينا إحنا نبلش نفكر نشوف ونقارن معاها، بحيث إنه تبديل الطاقة المنتجة عن طريق الديزل بطاقة شمسية فوتوفولتايك سيلز في إحدى المزارع اللي بتضخ 1000 متر مكعب في اليوم من بامبينج هيد 100 متر. اللي سواه إنه صار في سيفينجز بقيمة 50,000 ما قيمته 50,000 دولار أمريكي بالسنة من ثمن الديزل اللي يستخدم في توليد الكهرباء. وبالتالي هذا على مدى سنين عم بتقول عن 1 يعني $1,250,000 يو اس دولار على مدى 25 سنة. فهذا في مزرعة، فإذا كان احنا مديناها على مزارع راح يكون البنفت عالي. تخفيض المخاطرة من حيث انه بدل ما نستعمل الديزل باور جنريتورز، احنا عمالنا بندخل على الطاقة الشمسية، وعمالنا يعني سلسة واستخدامها اسهل، مع انه ممكن تكلفها شوي اكثر. وبالتالي احنا عم نبتعد عن الديزل وعن الاستخدامات الاويل، بما انه احنا عندنا اصلا نقص او مش موجوده عندنا اساسا، وعندنا مشكله طاقه اساسا في البلد. فتره استرداد تكلفه المشروع في هذا دراسه الحاله هاي كانت اقل من 4 سنوات، وبالتالي مش هالوقت الطويل اللي يعني احتاجوا حتى يردوا يرجعوا استثمارهم. وبرضه هي كلين انرجي بالاخير، تعتبر طاقه نظيفه، احدى مصادر الطاقه النظيفه، و بيصير يتم فيها تجنب ابتعاثات الغازات الدفيئه. ففي هاي الحاله مثلا يعني قدروا يخلصوا من 130 طن من غاز ثاني اكسيد الكربون بالسنه قاسوها. حاليا المشروع ماشي. اول اشي بلشوا يشتغلوا عليه اللي هو نمذجة الجزء الخاص بعملية الضخ، ونمذجة الجزء الخاص بعملية التحلية. قاموا بعملية literature survey عشان يعرفوا شو التجارب اللي موجودة، وشو الأمور المشابهة اللي نشغل عليها، وعشان كمان يدرسوا شو الكواليتي، نوعية المياه اللي موجودة في المنطقة، المياه المسوسة أو البراكش ووتر اللي موجودة في المنطقة اللي راح يتم فيها تطبيق المشروع سواء بالأردن وفلسطين. صار في دراسة لخصائص ونوعية المياه حتى يقدروا يقرروا شو نوعية التحلية أو شو التفاصيل الفنية في عملية التحلية راح تكون. وكمان درسوا موضوع المزارعين الموجودين في المنطقة، وشو المزروعات اللي يتم زراعتها، وبالتالي شو الاحتياجات المياه فيها. وجمعوا كمان معلومات عن السولار راديشن في المنطقة، وبلشوا يشتغلوا على استخدام هاي المعلومات في عمليات النمذجة حتى يطلعوا بالنموذج النهائي اللي بدهم يجربوا ويعملوا عليه تجربة في المرحلة الثانية من المشروع. الأولويات القادمة بدهم يخلصوا الستيج 1، وبعدين بدهم عم بيدوروا على الفاينانسينج لستيج 2 من المشروع، اللي هو تطبيق التجربة على أرض الواقع. وشكرا.
شكرا الأخت لينا. الحقيقة المشروع ده من المشروعات المتميزة، وأنا أتمنى أن يكون إن شاء الله في فاندز للمرحلة التانية، على أساس أن أنت بتستخدم الطاقة الشمسية اللي هي متوفرة عندنا في رفع المياه الجوفية وفي التحلية في نفس الوقت. واستخدامها للزراعة. الحقيقة يعني لما نبص للمشروع مشروع متكامل، ونتمنى ان شاء الله يكون في فاندز للمرحلة او الفيز الثانية عشان خاطر ان احنا نطبق فعلا نتائج هذا البحث. المتحدث الثالث عندنا النهارده الاستاذ مصطفى الماحي من المكتب الوطني والماء الصالح للشرب بالمغرب، والموضوع البحث بتاعه expanding access to sanitation for unsewered communities. اتفضل.
Thank you, Chair. Ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I come from Morocco. I work for National Office of Electricity and Potable Water, and I am in charge of research and development in sanitation and environment. It's a pleasure for me to share with you our project focus on the sanitation, how to help MENA region to access to the sanitation. As you know, a lot of countries in the MENA region make a lot of effort to access to drinking water, but mainly we forget sanitation. This is one of the tools we work on in order to give all the facilities for population in the MENA countries. As you can see, in MENA region, we have the same situation in terms of climate and in terms of needs. As Secretary of Aqua told you this morning and yesterday, we have needs in capacity building, we have needs in guides, in different kind of tools for engineers, for technicians. And this project aims to have one of the main tools in sanitation as a planning tool or pilot project. The main idea of this project is to build two pilot projects, one in Morocco and one in Jordan, and put all the stakeholders around this pilot project, either in Morocco and in Jordan, and involve all the stakeholders, all the partners in Morocco and in Jordan, in how to improve the sanitation, how to communicate between all stakeholders, all partners, in order to improve the situation in sanitation. This is one of the objectives of this project. My point of view of this project is a new manner to build capacity in utilities in MENA region is training by doing. We built pilots and to show for the utilities, the person in the utilities, how to use it. This is one of the objectives in this project. We have planned lots of activities, as we can see in the next slides, but one of them is the guide, is to produce guide for technicians and for all the stakeholders. And the second one is to give the possibilities to create a new business, because as you can see in rural area, for example, in Morocco, we have less than 50% of the population, and private company forget this manner to create business. We can create business either in the rural area, not only in the urban. This is one of the efforts making for promoting private companies to invest in rural areas. For the partners in this project, we have two main partners, partners from Morocco and partners for Jordan. For Morocco, we are the lead of this project. We have also Agronomy and Veterinary Institute in Morocco, and we try to involve also in Morocco private company. We have NGO, mainly with more than 60 private company in Morocco, and this NGO is work closely with all the partners in this project. And in the other side, in the Jordan, we have two partners. We have Royal Scientific Society, and we have also University of Jordan. And this consortium, and I take this opportunity to thank USAID and all the partners for this fund. For information, this fund is the first fund in the NWC as opportunity for us to share all the information in sanitation. In terms of innovation, as you can know, we have Morocco and Jordan. We have a lot of influence in terms of climate, in terms of culture, in terms of language, and in terms of partnership between European and Occidental countries. And this way we try to make hand in hand and to produce something new that will be useful for all MENA region and all for ACWA members. And also, we try to share the knowledge of this project with AFWA. Morocco is one of the member of AFWA, of African Water Association, and we try also to use all this deliverable and milestones of this project with African partners. For the activity is we have a kickoff meeting in January in 2014 in Marrakesh in Morocco. We have also the harmonized the work plan is done. Stockholders analysis in Morocco and also in Jordan is done. We have literature view of all the technology used for peri-urban and rural areas. We have also selected the site for Morocco and for Jordan. We have inception workshop, household selection. We have also wastewater quality, characterization of the quality of wastewater in two pilot projects. And we have also a number of criteria for selecting the technology according to the socio-economic and climate for each pilot seat. For Morocco, we have chosen a small community no far than Marrakesh. And for Jordan, I will present to you the selected pilot communities. For Morocco, for example, we try to test two technology. The first one is for wastewater collection, is small sewer. It's the first time what we use this technology. And we try also to use a new technology for first time in Morocco is multi-soil layering. We use only local material to build new treatment plant for a rural area and peri-urban area. And for Jordan cases, we try to improve septic tank. We have mapping for all the region, and we know that a lot of people and a lot of household use septic tank, but in this project we try to give something new to improve this technique and spread it for all the region. And we try also to combine a lot of technology in Morocco and also in Jordan. For the case of Jordan, we try to combine improved septic tank bit with constructed wetland in order to improve the quality and to offer the possibility for reuse of wastewater in agriculture. This is why we try to have something different for each countries and to have a different way of proceeding in order to have a guide, and this guide will be used for the ACWA members or ACWA countries. We plan to construct the operating treatment plant only for Jordan because for Morocco it's done, but in Jordan the tendering is under launching in newspaper, and we plan also to measure community perception. As I told you in the first in my presentation, we try to put all the stockholders, all the decision makers around the table, and to know what is the problem, how to improve this situation in terms of technical and non-technical issues, and to develop also guidelines for maintenance and operating, how to share knowledge for all the region, in MENA region, and also for African region, and all the deliverable and all the milestones will be in English and in French. As you can see, a part of the Aqua members speak English speaking, but also we have French speaking, and we try also to give some document in Arabic. And one of the innovation of this project is also to produce a planning tool. We have small mapping in the region, and the decision maker mainly is not technicians, and they need a tool. This tool help them to take the best decision, for example, in terms of sanitation. And we work now on the planning tool, and this planning tool will be shared and used by all the Aqua members. As Engineer Khashman told you yesterday or tomorrow, we have the same needs in terms of capacity building, and we try to work closely with Aqua in order to organize workshop, training in the region in order to have a maximum of participants for training in sanitation. We try also to have guidelines in English and in French. We try to have a complete guidelines for different phases of the project: design, maintenance, operating, work, and everything. And we have also tried to make the best way for sharing their information. For example, publication in the newspaper, scientific newspaper, and all the Aqua, for example, platform. You can use all the documents and sharing all the documents with all partners. I am available for any question, either in English or Arabic conference. Thank you.
شكرا. ده بحث تاني متميز الحقيقة، لأن احنا عندنا نسبة تغطية الصرف الصحي في معظم الدول المنطقة ما تتعداش 30-40%. فدائما الأبحاث بتاعتنا في الصرف الصحي بتبقى إن احنا بندور على اللو كوست تكنولوجي، سواء كان في الكوليكشن أو في التريتمنت. فده الحقيقة من الأبحاث إن شاء الله يعالج هذه النقطة. آخر سبيكر عندنا هو بحث مقدم من شريفة هند ورنا عرضة، اللي هيقدمه رنا.
شكرا.
وعنوان البحث Promoting Water Use Efficiency in Green Schools. تفضل.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rana Arda, and I work for the Royal Scientific Society. My colleague, Dr. Sharifa Hind Jassim from the University of Jordan, couldn't make it here today due to the terrible weather conditions back there in Amman, so I guess, inshallah, I will be presenting this today. I will start with a brief overview and background of the country context. As we all know, Jordan is facing a storm of pressures, including chronic water scarcity. The kingdom is located in an arid to semi-arid region where around 90% of the country's land receives an average precipitation of less than 200 millimeters per year. Jordan depends mainly on surface and groundwater resources, and both of them depend on rainwater. Around 85 to 90% of the rainwater evaporates yearly, and the population growth rate in Jordan is about 2.2%, which is one of the highest in the world. On the other hand, the deteriorating regional conditions and turmoil have led to waves of hundreds of thousands of refugees coming and flowing into Jordan, pushing it over time from being one of the 10 world's poorest countries in the world to the 4th and now the 2nd, according to ranking by the United Nations. Annual per capita share in Jordan is around 135 cubic meters per year, which is much lower than the global water poverty line of 500 cubic meters. Whereas the country's population has continued to rise, water resources in Jordan have fluctuated around a stationary average, transforming a comfortable balance between demand and available supplies in the last 2 decades into a chronic and worsening imbalance. Although technical solutions are really important to overcome water scarcity in Jordan, increasing people's awareness and getting them involved in water-related projects is really crucial for any project's success and sustainability. And as there are about 6,300 schools all over Jordan, consuming large quantities of water and dealing with more than 1.2 million students, we thought that increasing the environmental awareness of such students and getting them involved will be positively reflected on their families, as behavior change and good practice learned in schools will spill out into children's homes and their wider local communities. Positive lasting change is needed to inspire our future generations because they will be the beacons and the leaders of good practice for our communities. And from there came the idea of our project promoting water use efficiency in green schools. This project is a joint project implemented by the Royal Scientific Society and the University of Jordan. It is technically and financially supported by USAID MENA NWC. It has started early in December 2014 and will last for around 13 months. The ultimate objective of our project is to improve the lifestyle and well-being of school communities and surrounding local communities of Jordan through fostering environmental sustainable behaviors. And the specific objectives are, as shown in the slide, increasing environmental awareness amongst school students, building the capacities of school students to advocate for environmental issues, foster sustainable concepts within the school community, enhancing water use efficiency and solid waste management in the targeted schools, and disseminating the knowledge and lessons learned using a wide range of methods. Why is this project important? Actually, for several reasons. This project is really relevant to Jordan's national challenges. It is a student-led project where most of the activities will be led and driven by school students, and it will link the entire school communities to the surrounding local communities. Actually, the project focuses mainly on schools, including students, teachers, and administration, but it has also some activities that will target the surrounding local communities. The project methodology is it includes 3 phases. The first phase, of course, includes selection of the targeted schools, then conducting official meetings with all stakeholders and concerned parties, and, of course, conducting official visits to these targeted schools. Then, of course, the launching or startup workshop. It will be held next week, inshallah. Then we are going to formulate a green school committee at each of the targeted schools. This committee will be the task force or the driving force of the project in each targeted school. It will consist of students, teachers, administration, as well as local community representative. Then we will build the capacities of the members of such committees in different topics, water demand management, water use efficiency, presentation skills, communication skills, leadership skills, and so on. Afterwards, we will conduct a rapid environmental review or a situational analysis in each of the targeted schools to understand the existing environmental situation at each school. Then we will conduct a shared activity among the 2 schools to exchange and share knowledge and lessons learned. Then comes phase 2, where we will implement several sustainable environmental actions, pilot actions actually, at each of the targeted schools. Such actions will include installation of water-saving devices at the school's facilities, constructing rainwater harvesting systems, grey water treatment and reuse systems, school gardens, solid waste management initiatives, and so on. Then we will launch a competition to devise a green school logo between the 2 schools, and the winning logo actually will be used on the project's Facebook page, and as well it will be printed on the frontal of both schools. And we'll be working on the curriculum, actually. The general strategy suggested here is infusing sustainability concepts into existing curriculum, into existing subjects, and not totally, come up with new subjects. so that subjects and curriculum will be more interesting to the students. And after that, the third phase, which is the last phase, it will take place at later stages of the project, where documentation will take place. We were planning to